See, that's not professional. No, it's not.
It
no,
is.
it's
You
not.
can't speak for a grown man.
No, you.
And then especially when you
I'm not
come
gonna
in
argue
with lies.
I'm not gonna argue with you, Bill, because
You
you're
can't.
not professional.
That's what you can't.
And you see who we have for county commissioner.
We see who we want to have for NAACP. Okay, I'm sorry. Mr. Ward, come on, I'm sorry. I do apologize.
I apologize for being late, but I'm coming out of Jacksonville. So I said I came into a little heat. But, you know, we need to calm down, though, we think. Everybody need to be on one accord, right? One agree? All right, all right. All right, well, I'm here on some issues. First of all, let me introduce myself to everybody. Again, I apologize for being late. I'm coming out of Jacksonville. I'm Bobby Worthy, National President for the Justice League United, Local Minister of Law and Justice for the New Black Panther Party. I am also a member of the Black Lawyers of Justice, a team of lawyers dedicated from fighting injustice, which headquarters out of Washington, D.C. Our national president and CEO, Dr. Malik Shabazz, is the attorney whom recently filed a $60 million lawsuit, federal lawsuit against the city of Ferguson, Missouri, on behalf of the citizens of Ferguson, Missouri. And also has filed a federal lawsuit, $12.5 million lawsuit against the city of Waycross Police Department. And what I want to address the commission about, and I want to apologize again, I was supposed to have the actual complaints to give to each one of y'all. Unfortunately, my assistants and secretaries weren't available to get it done, but I will guarantee you I will have them to you in a couple of weeks. And every one of y'all will have the same things. And again, this is all allegations. You know, this is nothing, and the main body of the complaints are, the complaints that I'm going to explain is the mixed jurisdiction concerning the 912 Club, some of the commissioners involved in criminal activities, the illegal use of county funds, commissioners' routine use of positions for personal gain at the expense of taxpayers, willfully and intentionally misconduct or retaliations, and violation of the oath of officers. Violation of citizens' fundamental rights secured by both the United States Constitution and the Georgia Constitution in accordance with the U.S. Title 18, Section 241. Conspiracy against one's rights is a federal crime that carries 10 years imprisonment. It is with my greatest hope that this local body of government will seek those that may be in question and are guilty of such illegal actions, illegal allegations, and of misconduct. In the great words of Dr. Martin Luther King, he said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." And like I said, I would like to leave you with these words. And if the commissioners have any questions again, this is all allegations. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody until I get the proper paperwork. I'm going to do this the right way. And I feel that's the only way to do things the right way. And give the commissioner a chance to answer the complaint before I move forward. I mean, I think that's fair enough. Like I said, be advised that the Declaration of Independence and the citizens, I want y'all to listen to this. They say we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of its means, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute a new government. So, with those words, like I said, again, I'm going to apologize to the commissioners, but I will have each one of y'all that and give the commissioner a chance to do that for that, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all allegations. I have no proof of nothing right now. So I just want to make that sure. I don't want y'all saying I'm coming in here being an agitator. I'm doing what people come to me when they file complaints, no matter who they is. I mean, you can come to me and file a complaint. And my job as a civil rights organization is to address those. I've been in Ferguson. I've been involved in the Trayvon Martin and Jordan Davis cases. So I've been around the block a few times. And like I said, I'm not here to disrespect none of y'all. I'm just letting y'all know what's going on. And I think that's the proper way to do when you're dealing with your local governments. You know, I believe, as Attorney General, believe in an open government. You know, and we can walk anytime that we can walk into our government's office and sit down and have a conversation with them. That's what we need to do instead of bashing each other. I walked in a while ago. That's I'm not gonna say no name, but on both parties, that's not the way you handle stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially in a governmental meeting. Your personal issues, and that's with the NAACP president. I stand by her side, and I stand by the commissioners. But what we got to realize is this is not the place for badgering. This is not the place for arguing back and forth. This is to handle county issues and local government issues. It's not our personal use. But like I said again, I will get y'all those complaints. If y'all have any questions for me, now I'll close it up. Any questions? All righty then.
Well, we want to thank you, Mr. Worthy, and I thank you for your comments, and I do apologize, like I said, once again, to the board for me kind of getting a little heated about it. So I really do appreciate you.
It's understandable. We all get heated sometimes. I get agitated sometimes, but we got to learn to move bypass that and move forward. You know what I'm saying? You know, no matter how it goes. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the process where I had to file charges on good friends of mine, and I'm doing just what's right, and not because of the friendship. Because if you get to the point that you're in the city, your government or county government, and you feel that the laws don't apply to you, then you're definitely wrong. Because the laws and procedures apply to everybody. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. So if there's no law, no rule, no procedures, and that was ruled in Homerville versus Madison. No law, no rule, no procedure, no city ordinance, no county ordinance that can overrule the supreme law of the land. And it clearly said in the Homerville versus Madison that the Supreme Court, any rule or regulation that tries to overrule the supreme law of the land is automatically null and void. And I do not have to pay attention to it. So, all right. I thank y'all. Y'all have a blessing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, at this time, I think that concludes our meeting. Chad, you have anything to say? Nan, Henry, Roger? Okay. Well, the meeting is officially adjourned.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir.
All right, man.
Okay.
Y'all doing good. Appreciate it. How you doing?
Thank you, sir.
All right. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all, come on out. I'm gonna holler at y'all out here. What's up, y'all?
Y'all look crazy now, for real. Ugly ass. Yeah, you can look crazy, pal. Bitch, I knocked your motherfucking ass out. Knocked your motherfucking ass out. My motherfucking mom, my daddy, they talk to all y'all. Fuck no home, boy.
I'm finna send him to jail. You ain't gotta do that. Where you at? Get that tag on. Where you did now? Listen. Listen. George, you getting all that?
This ain't the place for him.
apologize.
I agree with you standing up for the citizens.
I'm doing what I'm doing as professional. I am professional. That's your opinion. That's your opinion.
Who is that right?
But that's your opinion. But that's your opinion.
Listen,
Well, I'm telling y'all.
Okay. All right, we
Y'all almost
I ain't going to
go first like I told you.
I'm on this way.
Go.
All right,
Let's go. Let's go.
George, let's get out and crank it up. Let's get out.
Come up with that junk they want to. She might have called me. Come up with that junk they want to.
Bobby Worthy, that's BOBBYWORTHY.
Okay, and are you a resident here in Homerville, I assume?
No, I'm not a resident in Homerville. I am the president, national president for the Justice League United, a civil rights organization based out of Blackshear, Georgia. I came down here with numerous complaints filed against the commissioners, the county commissioners here.
And so what were you hoping to accomplish with this meeting this morning?
Well, to bring awareness, first of all, to the county commissioners, to give them a chance to answer allegations that citizens had made against them, to give them an opportunity to answer, even institute some kind of internal investigation to find out if these allegations are true or not.
And when you were talking to the county commissioners, do you feel like, did you ask them questions? And when you did they give you legitimate answers, or do you feel like they were just trying to avoid answering the questions?
Well, no, they listened. They listened to my whole thing. They didn't have no remarks about what I said. They just thanked me for coming, and I assured them that I would be getting them the formal complaints in because I was out of town to get the actual complaints to them so they can actually, each one of them, look into all the allegations that's going on.
And so do you feel like, the county commissioners were actually are going to be willing to work with you in the future? I mean, did they give you that sense like they want to kind of hear your side of the story and go forward with this, or do they feel like you feel like they were just kind of kind of dragging you along, so to speak?
I feel for the best. I think they actually would agree with me and actually look into it. I mean, I don't think they would not accept a complaint. I mean, what they do with it, that's on them. But I'm gonna give them the opportunity to handle it in their internal organization, local government. If not, then I'm gonna take it to the next level.
And then tell me about what happened after the meeting was over.
Well, after the meeting, as we approached out the door, we was met by some people I don't even know. They just basically threatened to use bodily harm, to kill, they was just mad for some reason of something was said in the meeting or what. I was actually came in approached by one of them that said that I didn't know what was going on, that I wasn't professional, that I should have been, I was laid and I was professional, and I just told him that was your opinion, and then that's when the police broke up everything.
And when you say the people outside made threats, they make threats against you guys, against the commissioners?
They made threats against the NAACP president and everybody out there. He basically threatened her directly by calling her name, and then he said that he'll kill everybody out here. So everybody out here, that means everybody was in the parking lot.
And did you take that threat seriously? Or?
Oh yes, I went inside and called the police and told them they need to come outside and arrest this guy because he threatened everybody. And that's when they put him in the car and drove him off the scene.
And so, being that this meeting was kind of came to a somewhat of a hostile end, do you think that in the future you'll come back and have more meetings with the county commissioners if need be, or does this kind of scare you in any way and make you not want to come back and have meetings?
Oh no, it definitely didn't scare me in a way. It makes me want to push on. Hopefully by the time I come back, this individual will be in jail anyway.
And now that you've kind of expressed your main concerns to the county commissioners, what is the next step for you guys?
The next step is to actually get them the physical complaints, because I apologized to the commissioner because I was out of town. I didn't actually have the actual complaints, and I promise them within 2 weeks I'll have them the physical complaint, and I'll get you a copy as well.
Okay, and the complaints being, like citizens have complained against the commissioners, or
Yes.
where are these complaints
yes,
coming
it
from?
was a bunch of citizens have came to me and filed complaints with my organization on the misconduct of the commissioners, misuse of funds, money, mixed jurisdictions by the 912 Club, and several things. You have the only complaint that I have that I read it up, so and it's all.
And are all these complaints specifically related to the commissioner's handling of the situation with the 912 Club, or are these complaints also just like general complaints about the way the commissioners are conducting business?
Both. I would say about the 912 Club, about the jurisdiction, about the favoritism, even the citizen taxes, favoritism and who pay what taxes. I looked at some documents, and I don't believe the tax system of the county commissioners is fair, and that's just one of the allegations.
And so, did you specifically address that allegation, the county commissioners' kind of lack of action, so to speak, when it comes to the issue of the 912 Club? Did you specifically address that issue with the commissioners?
No, I didn't specifically address it. I addressed a number of issues because I didn't have the complaint, and I didn't think it was fair to the commissioners to address those issues, and I haven't given them the actual complaints. So I addressed the issues of an outline of the issues that was the paper I gave you, and then I promised them I would give them an opportunity to have each copy of one of the complaints.
Okay. Something else I was going to ask, I forgot. What would you ultimately like to? I mean, I know there's been a lot of complaints against the county commissioners and the sheriff's office and the city of Homerville for their handling of the 912 situation. And I'm sure you've seen some of those complaints, or at least heard them.
Yes.
What would you like to see the commissioners do in regards to the club? Shut it down? What do you think should happen?
My opinion is if a club, if any situation of places where lives are taken, the best option would be shut it down. But that's not my call, but that's what I would like to see happen. Anytime you see not just black lives, any life, everybody's lives matter. When you see it's causing a lot of deaths, then yes, it needs to be shut down. And it's happened all over the country in other cities I've been to, and that's exactly what either city or the county commissioners does, is just go ahead and shut it down.
Okay, I have a question. You mentioned several organizations. What is this organization that you mentioned before the commission about these attorneys? Explain that for us.
Well, I am a member with the Black Lawyers of Justice. Black Lawyers of Justice is out of Washington, D.C. It is our national president is Attorney Malik Shabazz. Malik Shabazz is the one that filed the $60 million lawsuit for the citizens of Ferguson against the Ferguson City Police Department on behalf of the citizens of Ferguson, and also in Waycross, Georgia, he filed a $12.5 million lawsuit against the city police department in Waycross. And his thing is his reasons for doing it is he goes around attacking injustice. He has a team of lawyers that goes around the country attacking all the injustices against citizens and for infringing on their constitutional rights and all that.
Okay, short form 1, 2, 3. What's the base of the complaints? They give me a simple 1, 2, 3.
The base of the complaints is misconduct of the commissioners. Basically, it's the misconduct of the commissioners handling citizens' procedures and complaints, and even their own charter rules and regulations and laws.
Okay, you've said that, but what I'm looking for is, what about this club? Is anything happened at the club specifically that would cause citizens to be outraged concerning the conduct of its owners? That's my question.
Okay, allegedly, well, not allegedly, but on this corner, there has been numerous killings there at the club. And allegedly...
How many? Can she answer?
Yes.
Can you tell us how many or something along that line?
In the last 5 years, there have been at least 3 murders at that club. He was killed inside the club. And Mr. Biggums was killed outside the club, and Mr. Thomas was killed outside the club on the premises. So in the last 5 years, there have been at least 3 murders.
Okay, someone had questioned about the legality of the club itself in terms of license and other possible ordinance violations. And do you have any knowledge of that? That's just street talk I heard some citizens talk about.
There have been other violations that have been they have been cited. Club 912 has been cited for violations, selling alcohol without license, and other various citations they have been given.
One other question. Is there any conflict of interest, or is there a relationship of any person on the commission and that may be tied in with the club in any way that you know of?
No, not that I know of.
Okay, thank you very much.
And before I forget, tell me your name and spell it for me.
My name is Katina Lacey, CatinalaCey.
Okay, and you're the NAACP president for
Homerville.
I have one other question for you, Lacey. I understand I recorded. You also said that you was threatened. What happened on that?
Yes, after the county commissioners meeting, I was verbally threatened by the wife of the owner of Club 912, and I was verbally threatened by their son that he was going to kill me and do bodily harm to me.
Do you take that seriously, or you think?
Yes, I do. I take it very seriously because you never know in this day and time what people are actually thinking and what they will do. People will react on what they say they will do.
Short form, and this is my last question. What is your next course of action concerning that, considering the amount of violence in our community today? What are you planning to do, if anything, about it?
I plan to take action.
Thank you very much.